which we've talked about before.
Which yeah.
But
don't address each person individually at any party from a place of giving the speech. Don't do that.
That's uncalled for.
Nobody wanted that. I did that, nobody wanted
This is what happens when you don't plan. When you wing it and then you create an absolute mayhem.
An epic long speech. I mean, you can't even call it a speech. It's almost like when does somebody get up and they just read forever? I wasn't reading, it was off the cuff, but it was just like babble.
Yeah.
Babbling.
Very babbly.
Personalized babbling. I'm gonna babble about you and you and you. But yeah, I mean, the I don't know, man. I'll renew my vows. You wanna be the best man? See, now I feel like my dad still needs to be the best man.
For a vow renewal? I don't think there is a best man.
Well, I would only be doing it for you.
So I could do a speech?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you and Christy.
I keep telling Christy, the last thing I want to do is a vow renewal.
I don't believe it. I'm happy for people who do it.
A destination, like, it implies, vow renewals are for people who the marriage is, they had to piece it back together.
Yeah, and if that's the case,
then go for it. It's a great thing.
It's like a rededication. It's like, right. I got saved, and then I got actually saved.
You backslid.
I got saved, and then I got saved again because I wasn't sure if I got saved the first time, and then I'd rededicated later.
Because you were actually saved. So that's why it's a rededication.
Yeah.
You're manning up and you're saying, I'm gonna do the right thing.
And so in a marriage,
that's what renewing the vows are for. It's a public.
You guys have a way out of this though. Your birthdays are so close to each other that you could have a birthday extravaganza and you also are turning the same age, right?
So you want to be the best man at my birthday?
No. I'm just saying that if you want to create a destination, like when y'all turn 50.
Yes.
Like, I mean, first of all, I'm gonna do something for my 50th. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be the biggest party I've ever had.
And then mine will be after, so I'll be able to top it.
Yeah. And there's a difference in doing like a party in town with a lot of people or a destination where just your closest friends are willing to go out of their way to go someplace. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to leave California.
That's true. It's a beautiful state.
Lots
of desert.
But that's the beauty about y'all's birthdays being so close to each other, is that
we can make a bigger deal out of it.
Yeah, you can do a co-birthday party, which you've done before.
And then you want to give a speech there. I would like that. And I would like for you to be the best man at my birthday.
I just got it. I'm the best birthday man?
I would like for you to be my best birthday man. Not my dad. Okay. He's invited, but he'll be my dad.
Because this is such a novel thing, I might start my speech with, when I was asked to be Link's best birthday I was like, what the hell is that? Because then I'll get a laugh. You know, I might violate my own rule.
You can't do it. Come on, I take it back. My dad's gonna do it.
You can have more than one toast. I would like to
But there's only one best
Let me just say, I got a lot of advice about this. And I think given the time to prepare, I could do a really good job. What I'm not good at is the impromptu, I didn't know people were saying things. Like
You're not bad at that, no. Because once you can tell that it could happen, I can tell you go into that mode. And here's a good thing that you do. Like your brows furrow and you're like, you start brewing it up. Cause you're not gonna wing it. You're gonna plan something. You're gonna plan an opening.
But you know who is like expert at this?
Yeah, Mike
McCard.
Oh yeah.
And I can tell when he's coming up with something too, because he doesn't furrow his brow. He just sort of like gets a soft focus.
Yeah.
And the brain starts going to work.
Right. And you do not let him go before you.
Oh, no. You let him go last.
Yeah, and he knows that.
Yeah. And
because if he goes first and it's popcorn, ain't no more kernels.
Well, the reason he's so good at it is what he has the ability to do is he has the ability to construct the entire speech in his mind and then just say it.
Yeah.
And so you can see he's like piecing it together and he's like.
It's not a fair comparison.
He's writing it and then he's just going into that file in his brain and just reading it from it.
I think
most people can't do that.
The best thing, and you're good at this, is whenever you're put on the spot, or even when you've got something planned, the best thing to do is like you're reading the room and you're present with the previous things that have happened. If there's people who've spoken before you or if things have happened, like the 10 minutes leading up to you talking, you're looking for something that you can acknowledge or refer to. That's just like, and it's not really the start of your speech. It's almost like it's like a soft launch. Like when they open a restaurant.
5 minutes ago when somebody farted and no one said anything?
That was me.
That was me.
Right. And that doesn't count as speech. That's like
but you get the crowd on your side.
It's like you know your mouth works and you're running you're ramping up to your actual speech.
Right. Yeah.
We should masterclass this shit, man.
I love this kind of stuff because I think this is what makes things more fun. It makes, like, when somebody gets up and just knocks a speech out of the park,
it feels so good.
Everyone's like, holy shit, whose dad is that? Like,
right.
I'm just saying,
yes,
it makes everyone feel good. Everyone's like, that was awesome.
And growing up, that was the type of entertainer we could aspire to be.
yeah.
Like, because we didn't know what else we could do. It's like, I mean, the whole reason we're here right now is because we turned the rehearsal dinner speech for Greg into a comedy song.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the whole reason that we're here now.
Right.
You know, because that was our audience. That's why we thought about this so much.
Also,
like,
growing up in the church though, because you've got like
you got the little speeches that
you might have to give announcements this Sunday.
Yep.
I mean, I preached a sermon at least once.
Yeah, but like giving the announcements or like praying before a meal or like orienting people where how to go through the potluck. Like, I mean, church is full of popcorn type impromptu speeches.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of social settings just in the secular world where that happens. And so people aren't great at it. But you get people who come up in church and they are one of the people that have had to say some stuff.
Yeah. I might go back to church just for the audience.
I'm here, I don't believe any of this stuff, but I love to talk.
And the bar's lower.
I get in where I can fit in.
It's like what? I mean, I see that clip of that Tim Robinson clip. It's not from I Think You Should Leave. It's from his Detroiters, where he goes up to that guy, the pastor, and he was like, I just want to let you know that was funny. That was only funny because you were at church. Because you're at church. Or was it a funeral? I can't remember. He was just making the point. That was only as funny as it was because nobody expected it to be funny.
Yeah, and boy, we know about those environments.
That has been the key to our success.
We thrived in those environments.
Yeah.
Where it was like, I wasn't expecting this to happen.
And it's not hard.
It's almost uncalled for.
To exceed expectations because they're low or spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's my in back into church. Ripe crowds, ready to laugh.
Maybe like Kiwanis.
Yep, I could be like more Chamber of Commerce oriented.
I don't want to have to adopt a dogma, that I don't believe.
Right. All right. Well, good luck with that. I feel really good about it, I think. I think we gave so much advice it was overwhelming. But you have time. Just
yeah, did we build it up?
Play it again and again.
Yeah, here's the last thing to say. No one's going to be thinking about it as much as you are. I mean, we just said that a great speech makes or breaks the entire reception.
For us, but we won't be there.
I know we implied that. Like, you in your hands hold the power to make everyone have a good time or everyone have a bad time, but I want you to know that it's really not that big of a deal. You're going to be okay. You're going to do great.
Yeah, you're going to do great.
If you follow everything that we said. Hey,
which is why we have a number. I mean, you call it, we listen to what you have to say, and then we talk a whole lot about it. 1-888-EARPOD1.
Next week, we're going to be doing our top moments. That's right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so
episode of the year.
We are, I've already gone through. I've already gone through my photos to figure out what happened to me.
I'm going to wing it this year.
Okay. And I haven't put mine in order yet, but I am excited to share those with you and with you.
All right. Talk at you next week.
Hey, Red and Link. My name's Mike. I'm from Michigan. I was in the Army for about 10 years. And I just want to say that you guys have helped with my PTSD and getting through a lot of dark times. Thank you. But listening to this week's podcast, and I have an idea for a shirt. Where the hell is it? Let's go, Link. Let's make that shirt. Where the hell is it? And I will buy one. Thanks, boys. Love ya.
Welcome to Ear Biscuits, the podcast where two lifelong friends talk about life for a long time. I'm Link.
And I'm Rhett. This week at the Round Table of Dim Lighting, we're going to be answering your questions about such things like... Like things such as... About things such as... Like this that I'm about to say.
Well, say it then. I'll say it.
Weird interview questions.
Job interview questions.
If you hate someone your friend is dating.
Oh, crap.
You know you've been there. Maybe you're there right now.
And much more.
But I have something that I want to show you. It is just another reminder or another reason, no offense, Jenna, that I'm happy to be in a long-term relationship and not be dating.
And to have been in it for a long time.
I get it.
Is that what you're saying?
My long-term partner, Jessie, shared this with me last night. And she was like, this is what they're doing in Spain. This is how they're dating in Spain.
Spain?
Yeah. So check this out.
So exhausting living with a man.
Okay. This is not
That wasn't it. You pulled it up as something else.
Living with a man. Yeah, I know it is, but that's not what...
The pineapple is changing the dating game in Spain. They're not using Tinder, Bumble, or any dating apps. They are going to a specific supermarket from 7 to 8 p.m. Look at how many people show up to this supermarket. So people that are trying to find love are going to this specific supermarket called Mercadona. Now, Mercadona is all over Spain, so this is happening across the country. And they are going from 7 to 8 p.m. So how do you know who's looking for love? A single people that want to find their other half grab a pineapple. They put it upside down in their shopping cart.
Estamos preparadas.
Once you have the pineapple, you head to the wine selection or the wine aisle. Once you get there, if you find someone that you like and they also have the pineapple upside down, you have to crash your shopping cart. If you're looking for a long-term relationship, people buy a pack of lentils because lentils last forever in your pantry. But if you're looking for a one-night stand type of thing, people buy lettuce because it goes bad quickly. So if you're in Spain right now, when you want to find love, head to Mercadona from 7 to 8 and see what happens.
What? So, this is not
So
real.
first of all, this is
not real.
First of all, let me just say, this is probably an incredible campaign for this supermarket. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
However,
I love that.
I think it's wonderful.
And
I
I
don't.
think people are actually participating?
Yeah.
So it's really happening, but you think that
I have no way of knowing. It's just
not
an
in Spain.
it's just an Instagram video sent to me. But it got Jessie and I talking about just like why we were so glad that we don't have to date and like use dating apps and that kind of thing. But I think that there's something to this whole real world thing happening, and the fact that it's like, oh, in this country at these supermarkets during this time, this is the system, and it's kind of like a speed dating kind of thing, but it's fun.
Fun little excursion. So let me see if I got this straight. If you're participating, you put a pineapple upside down in your cart, and then you go to the wine section in order to display whether you have lentils or lettuce.
Well, you have to crash the cart of somebody.
And then you crash the cart into somebody. That's the part that I'm questioning. The crashing of the cart. Like, when do you actually talk to somebody?
It feels unnecessary, is what you're saying, maybe.
But if it's I guess that breaks the ice. You know, here's how you strike up a conversation, by striking your cart against the other person's. For some people, that's the hardest part, is beginning a conversation.
I thought the pineapple thing was a swingers thing.
Yeah, the upside down pineapple is a swingers thing.
So if you do that in the U.S.,
in the U.S., it's going to get confused.
In a shopping cart?
Well, I've seen it on. It's a lot of times a cruise thing that people will do
On their doors?
Yes.
Or on their person, like
both.
An upside
like a pineapple pin or an upside down pineapple pin.
Upside down pineapple pin. And then they'll have pineapple decor on their door that'll be upside down as well. So yeah, but this is it. I think this is just a U.S. thing. So we'd have to come up with something different than an upside down pineapple here in the U.S. Otherwise, people will think instead of singles, you're swingers.
And are they actually buying this stuff? I know this is just a technical dad question.
I hope that they're buying it.
But I feel like if you're gonna put a pineapple in your cart, you should buy it. And so then, because otherwise, there's a bunch of pineapples that get handled and then put back. So hopefully you're buying this.
That's what we care most about here, is the the handling of the pineapples.
How does this strike you? You know, like in terms of like that kind of real world setting versus the online process.
I think that's really fun. I would love a designated time to go to the supermarket, also do my groceries, and potentially find
a mate.
Yeah.
A one-night stand.
I don't know if I'd call it a mate.
You know, you're looking for a
date.
one-night stand.
We're looking for dates, not
Man,
mates.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, would I want, I think I would want to go, okay, here's I would want to go to the wine section first, see what we're working with, and then after we've bumped our carts, then I'll decide if I want the lettuce or the lentils.
Oh, wine first.
Wine first. And
Jenna's got the reverse approach.
She hacked the system. I get it.
Well, you should be an employee at this grocery store.
Oh, all right. See you later. I'm just pop over to Spain.
That does seem fun to have it, you know, the gamification of dating, but also in real life. And you can get your shopping done at the same time.
I just think there's being able to make the thing that seems to have been somewhat lost in the online dating world is really being able to make a judgment about somebody. It's just so much harder to do based on a profile.
Yep.
Are there dating profiles now that show that, like, you have video, right? You can still put video.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I think that's important. I don't think I would date anybody without some sort of video, because you can manipulate photos so much.
Right.
And then, because what happens after you're interested in somebody that you've only seen their pictures, is that then you just start texting them? Is that what happens? You're not learning anything from that, except their ability to text, flirt text. I want to see videos. I want to see you do some real world stuff. Like, give me a little vlog.
Do they have videos
or
on
calisthenic
profiles?
routine or something? That's
yeah,
what they
you can
said,
have video now.
The other thing that just blows my mind, it's just so far off of my radar, is people basically publicly stating that they just want to hook up with somebody once. I mean, that just, I guess it makes sense for you just putting your intentions out there, and you match up with people who have the same intentions. But it's not like I would go down the street saying I'm just looking for some fun. I'm looking for a one-night stand.
Well, you don't find those people on the street.
On the street.
Usually.
Unless you're paying for it.
Go to, there's specific, like bars and clubs is where usually those people lurk.
I just think I'm bringing a lot of personal stigma of a one-night stand to this conversation.
Yeah, don't shame that.
What I'm doing it is.
I just said I'd decide after I see the guy.
I just can't imagine it.
My perspective on
It's
that
so otherworldly to me.
is that it's healthier.
Have sex with somebody?
It's
once?
It's healthier to communicate that that's what you want and for
I agree
both
with
people
that.
to be on the same page.
I totally get that.
Rather than it to be like, what is this thing? Oh, you thought this, I thought that. Like, that's why the system of the lentils and the lettuce or whatever you put on your dating profile makes sense.
Lentils and lettuce.
But I do think a lot of this is I mean, I know a big part of the way that we think about it is just based on the level of power and gravity that we attached to sex in our old lives.
Right.
And I'm not saying it isn't a big deal. I'm not saying it isn't a big deal. But like we were told things like out of purity culture that essentially like you're literally sharing your soul with somebody, like a little bit of your soul and a little bit of their soul, like intermingle, which is just such a weird thing to think. And that we were just like, okay, some pastor said that, so that must be true. But
I think this
but
is
it's not exercise. It's not a yoga class. I agree with that.
Here's
too.
what I'm trying to amend my the fact that I'm trying to figure out what a one night stand is. It's not that I understand why people would want to have a one night stand. I think it's the stigma that I'm still kind of carrying because I have nothing to do with this. I just don't think about it that often. Is that it's illicit. It's illicit. But it's not illicit. It's something that you just put on your profile, and it's something that if you're two consenting adults, it's just something that you can do, I guess. But can you tell how little I've thought about this?
But I do think isn't the illicit. Okay.
So it's not necessary. Is it?
But the illicit
is a one night
nature-
stand always illicit?
Well, but is
Feeling.
the illicit nature of it part of
the fun of it?
Right. It's like I don't know who this person really is, but I know that I want to have sex with them.
In a hypothetical, non-personal sense, I'm asking two of y'all.
Okay.
What it is? Do people nowadays, when they're dating and they say they just want to hook up, it's just like matter of fact. It's not anything to feel shame or like embarrassment or sneaky.
Right. Yeah. Upfront and honest, always the best option.
But it's normal.
Yeah.
It's just a part of culture.
Yeah. Say it up front.
I think it's always been normal. It's just we were never a part of that culture.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it is.
And then we got married, and we've been
That's
married
what's
for
happened.
25 years.
So, and it's just this whole world that I completely don't understand and have never been able to relate to. And I'm talking about dating, right? So I don't know. It's just, that's really why I think you and Jesse were saying, I can't imagine having to figure all of that out. It's because there's so much to it.
It's exhausting. Yeah.
It has to be exhausting. It has to be exhausting.
Yeah. I was just like, I mean, even I've just found myself lately, even when I have an option to go do something, I'm just like, I kind of just want to be at home. It's just like watch something on TV, you know?
So if you had to actually date somebody, it would never happen.
Well, no, I mean, if I was forced to, if I was single,
If you were single,
if
you
I
would
was
be motivated.
single again, I would be dating. I'm not saying I would be, I'm not one of those people that's like, if I'm ever single again, I'm never dating. No, of course, I would be dating somebody. I just would not be, the only thing that I would be enthusiastic about is making a connection with a person. But I would not be excited about all of the things that go along with whatever you have to engineer to
The
make
systems.
a connection with somebody.
The system.
Because I hate
and
that stuff.
The culture around it. Yeah.
I hate it. You know? And it's just like, and also you have to represent yourself. Now, this is one of the things that we would be, the fact that we have represented ourselves so thoroughly on the internet that like our dating profile is essentially irrelevant if we ever have a dating profile. Because it's just like, I've talked for hours and hours and hours, so many hours on the internet. Too much, honestly. But it's how we make a living. And so it would just be like, I don't need to tell you what I'm into. I don't need to say anything. Just do Google a little bit. And then if you're still interested, then let's talk. You know what I'm saying?
So if we were single and we were trying to date, we couldn't show up on. It would be weird to show up on a normal dating app, right? That's why Raya exists. But I'm hearing that Raya is not great.
It isn't great.
What's the word on Raya?
Why isn't it great?
Raya, it's fine. It's fine. It's not great. It's just a lot of.
If you see a celebrity on there, you're not surprised.
You're not surprised when you see.
But there's got to be a new Raya, right? Because the whole idea of Raya, as far as I'm understood it, was an exclusivity, right? And so, but once you start letting a lot of people in, it becomes less exclusive. It's just like the cool club in town. You have to then create the new one. And that's been years, so there's got to be a new Raya that's not being talked about, but certain people know about it.
Yeah.
That's got to be the case, right?
Yeah.
I think the issue with Raya is that no one ever meets up. Like, you'll make matches and have little mini conversations, maybe, but you don't really hear about people actually getting together and going out.
Because they're celebrities?
Everyone's so busy, or I guess celebrity is. I don't know why.
Celebrities just messing around.
Maybe.
Ben Afflecking it up.
Yeah.
He was
You all
on.
could, I think, you could also just do like a dating service thing too.
Oh.
You could do that.
Like a
Apps.
matchmaker?
Yeah, you can hire a matchmaker.
What? That's still a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is. Uh-huh.
Do you not watch Indian Matchmaker?
Well, okay. Yeah, but I assumed it was just for Indians.
There's lots of different matchmakers.
It's like a real estate agent. And so everybody, so it's like you sign up, everybody's, if you're working with this matchmaker, then that's the pool that this matchmaker's working with. They're not like making posts on your behalf. Like putting flyers on light poles.
They're like, I have someone I would like you to meet based on, it's like a travel agent for dating.
Yeah.
That exists, for sure.
I say that would be much more palatable for you all than trying to navigate the apps.
A concierge service.
Do this for me.
Maybe it comes with a credit card.
Deliver me a date.
Maybe if you get the right credit card, it's an automatic perk.
Yeah.
I need a reservation.
You get a dating concierge.
I need a reservation at, what's that sushi place in Malibu? Nobu. I need a reservation at Nobu, and I would like someone to be there when I show up.
Oh my god.
That's an escort. That's an escort.
Yeah.
No.
When you
American Express would never. No, they would not. So yeah, I'm glad I'm married.
I'm so glad I'm married. Sorry, y'all.
I'm not offended.
Let's get to some voicemails after I share with you that the Sporked Awards is happening, and you can be a part of this. Of course, Sporked is our one-stop shop.
Yeah.
One-stop shop for shopping at grocery stores, knowing what to get. Get the right stuff. And so what are they doing?
They're asking you to nominate your pick in a bunch of different categories.
What's the best new soda? What's the best new snack? What about the best new condiment? So these are like new things on the market that you're really in love with. Go over to Sporked and nominate your pick.
And then the who wins the awards will go live on the 23rd of December. So, get over there and do it.
.com. I don't know about you, but to me the holidays are all about stuffing your face with home-cooked meals until you can barely move. And while I actually don't mind doing dishes, most people do, but I also don't want it to take forever. That's why you need HexClad, the cookware that basically is a holiday miracle.
HexClad has the high-end performance of stainless steel, but it's also non-stick. So when Aunt Linda's famous gravy turns into cement, you won't damage your pan or your holiday spirit.
For a very limited time, you can shop HexClad's biggest sale of the year and save up to 42% off. Just go to hexclad.com/eel.
I hate cleaning, but I love cooking, and we've been experimenting with all kinds of different pans for different purposes. And the way that HexClad brings together all the best features of the pans that I like has been something that I have not found in any other pan.
HexClad's 6-piece set features 6 of their most popular pots and pans with an accompanying lid that can handle all of your holiday cooking. So say goodbye to sticky, burning, and uneven cooking, and hello to perfection with every dish.
And speaking of those features, the way they come together, you've got the performance of stainless steel, you've got the durability of cast iron, and the convenience of nonstick. And let me add another thing. You've got the lightness that you're looking for that you don't get with cast iron. I got a cast iron pan, don't have a can, a pan that it feels like I need to do a workout in order to be prepared to lift it. So you get all those benefits in one pan with
There you go. It's also metal utensil safe, dishwasher safe, and oven safe up to 500 degrees. Plus, they're induction ready and even have a stay cool handle so you can saute with ease.
For a very limited time, only you can shop HexClad's biggest sale of the year, up to 42% off with our exclusive link. Just head to hexclad.com/ear to unlock the best deals of the year.
Support our show and check them out at hexclad.com/ear. Bon appetit, let's eat with HexClad's revolutionary cookware. Happy cooking and happy holidays.
We recently looked at, based on data, the things that made people attractive on dating apps, that made men attractive to women specifically on dating apps.
Yeah, like interests.
And foreign languages. Being able to speak a foreign language or pursuing to be able to speak a foreign language ended up being one of the top most attractive things.
There you go. That's how we're gonna promote Rosetta Stone, the most trusted language learning program, available on desktop or as an app that truly immerses you in the language you want to learn.
They use trusted experts for 30 years with millions of users and 25 languages offered, including but not limited to Spanish, French, Italian, Korean, Chinese, Dutch, and Arabic.
Rosetta Stone immerses you in many ways. There are no English translations, so you really learn to speak, listen, and think in that language.
It's also designed for long-term retention. They even have a built-in true accent feature that gives you feedback on your pronunciation, kind of like a personal trainer for your accent.
It's an amazing value. A lifetime membership has all 25 languages for any language needs you might have.
Don't put off learning that language. There's no better time than right now to get started. For a short time, you can get Rosetta Stone's lifetime membership holiday special. This offer is not gonna last long. Visit rosettastone.com/ear.
That's unlimited access to 25 language courses for the rest of your life. Redeem your holiday offer at rosettastone.com/ear today for yourself or as a gift that keeps giving.
Hey, Ear Biscuit listener, Etsy knows what kind of holiday gifting reactions you're looking for this year.
You want squeals of delight, happy tears, and spontaneously written songs of joy, right? Well, to get reactions like those, you need to make sure everyone on your list feels heard with handmade, hand-picked, and designed gifts from small shops on Etsy.
That's been my experience with Etsy, is that anytime I was looking for something that was thoughtful, like thoughtful to someone's specific tastes or personality, and even sometimes my own taste. I've gotten some stuff that's just like, stuff you can't get anywhere else other than Etsy.
Yeah, Etsy makes it so simple to find original items that will make whoever you're shopping for feel extra special.
When they open that box, it'll be love at first gift, the kind of love you can only get when a gift is truly thoughtful and perfect for that person.
Shop Etsy this holiday season for personalized jewelry, custom artwork, cozy style items, vintage pieces, and home decor to celebrate all your favorite people and their specific kind of special.
For original gifts that say, I get you, Etsy has it.
All right, hit us with a voicemail.
Hi, Rhett and Link. This is Stephanie. I wanted to call in because I recently found myself in a situation during an interview where I got asked a question and I kind of froze. So I was just wondering what you guys think I maybe should have answered, any of that. The question was, if you have to remove a color of the rainbow, which would it be and why? And I literally said orange because I think I don't look good in it. Literally so embarrassed. Would really appreciate to hear what you guys think I should have said instead. Thank you. Love you both. Bye.
That was a great answer.
Well, it definitely was honest, and if it was quick, at least it was quick. Now, she said job interview or business interview. I think she said business interview.
Yeah,
I
just an interview.
would say that those are the same.
I know, but I just couldn't quite understand what she said. Business interview, I think is what she said. Yeah, first of all, what business do they have asking this question? Why are they asking what such a cockamamie, off the wall? I mean, is the business that she's applying to work for like the Rainbow Maker?
No, it's
You know?
the Rainbow Color Remover Company. Known for removing colors from rainbows. They got to know which one, so they got to know what the candidates think.
Why? So, well, how big did it start?
This is a dumb...
Was the rainbow huge?
You're right. This is a dumb question. This is a dumb question.
But why? So why are they asking this dumb off-the-wall question in order to assess?
Well, if you were
thinking on your
hiring
feet?
somebody for a like an improv role, it could be like, oh, let's see if they say something funny to this question. But
Right. This being able to think quickly on your feet, I guess. Being able to keep it in a high-pressure environment where you're being judged. That's what every question is, though. You know, I just don't believe in that type of question.
I do believe there's a correct answer to this question.
Oh, you mean you believe there's a correct answer? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Did you say business interview or
Yeah.
job interview?
I think there's a correct answer to the question about the rainbow, and it's indigo.
Oh man, you going after indigo? Well then I hold on, man. I'm gonna go after violet.
Well,
I like indigo,
yeah, but violet's basically purple.
but violet sounds almost like violence.
When you get to the end of the rainbow,
I like that.
you have this blue to purple spectrum.
Yeah.
And then we got really confused
Yeah.
about halfway between blue and purple, and it's a color that no one ever talks about, no one ever uses. You don't even know the difference between blue and purple. Every time we play the cornhole game on GMM, you get them confused. They're too close. I personally, I'm a purple guy. I love purple. It's my favorite color this year. And
you're calling that violet.
I'm saying that that's violet.
So we don't know what indigo is. It's that place.
It's in between purple and blue. It's on the spectrum.
When you don't know what a color is, in you go between blue and purple.
I actually
That's why they call it that. In you go.
Ironically, I might be wearing an indigo sweater.
No, you're not, are you?
I mean,
Indigo is a lighter purple, I assume, because then it's blue, indigo, and then violet is a darker purple.
well, let's look this up.
And is black a color of the rainbow?
No,
No.
black's
Well-
not a part of the visual spectrum of the rainbow because it's not because it's all light colors, right?
And white. See, the company
Black
already
is technically
removed black.
every color.
Yeah. And white is the.
None of them. The absence of.
The company
color.
removed both of
Absence
those.
of.
And now they're
Indigo.
hiring
I took an
apparently
art class.
to remove even more.
Indigo.
Well, I'm telling you right now, that's purple. I mean, I am upset that they made that. Roy G. Biv, I guess it would just Roy. You need to keep the indigo rep because that's a
Roy
vowel.
G. Beavy.
Roy,
That
look,
sounds gross.
Roy
It is
G.
gross.
You got
Go
you
see a
got to
doctor.
keep the I. You got to keep that vowel. You can get rid of the violet. Roy
girls
G.
get
Bi. Well, that's what we want. We want the rainbow to be bi. Roy G. Bi. That's it.
Well,
Isn't
no, it never gets purple enough at the end, though.
I mean, it's so queer. Might as well
Yeah,
embrace the bi-ness.
Can I just
It's
say?
part of that.
Can I just say that people making decisions on the internet to represent things
They
is
don't
so unreliable. So look at this. This one shows blue and then purple, which they're calling indigo, and then violet is almost pink. And then this one, blue is a lighter blue, indigo is a darker blue, and then you have purple. Which is basically the same thing on this one.
Light blue, dark blue. Indigo, dark blue.
But then look at this one. Violet gets even darker, and indigo is basically a light purple in between. And then look at this one. Indigo is almost black. There is no rhyme or reason to this. This is why it's so confusing.
don't
We
work
just
for
need-
this company.
We need blue and purple.
If they're offering you the job, don't take it because they're not doing a good job. The Rainbow Company is just, they need to get their act together. They need to take a little hiatus.
I have another.
And figure it
I have
out.
another acceptable answer. If you're okay.
What about Oiji Bib?
my theory?
Oi!
My theory is
Take the red
that
out.
these questions are being asked. Somebody is generating these questions to ask and hack people or using them in their interviews because they can't think of better questions. So
Yeah.
you want to be ready for this. I think that my other answer is an acceptable one, that we need to get rid of indigo because it's unnecessary. But I think a better answer would be, listen, in order to get rid of a color of the rainbow, I would have to change the laws of physics, which would probably cause the entire universe to break down. Because
Okay,
all the
yeah.
rainbow
No.
is a light spectrum. So if you want me to play God right now and destroy the room that we're in and everything in the entire universe, I'll answer your question. But I prefer not to destroy everything. I just want a job.
And you know what that is? That's the type of guy that everybody loves to work with. Hire that man.
Oh, that's a problem solver is what that is.
Thank you for coming in today, sir.
Next question.
I'll be like, why do you ask? I mean, I think that's honest. If you could remove one color from the rainbow.
Why do you ask?
Why do you ask?
Well, because it's on a list of questions I have to ask.
Why do you ask? Does that have anything to do with what I'm gonna be doing for you? Am I gonna be the guy who has to remove that color? Because I'm not signing up for this. I'm not gonna be the guy that just squished the rainbow by a color. Like, I mean, the only person who's gonna be happy about that is apparently you. You're gonna make enemies left and right if you're shortening the rainbow. What are the leprechauns gonna think?
Stink. The leprechauns are gonna stink if you do
What are
this.
the leprechauns gonna think?
They're gonna put up a stink.
You know, you cannot. Don't fall for that. Unless, you better be getting paid a lot.
But I think
you better have retirement money.
You
if you're
actually
sitting there
answered the
altering
question
rainbow.
pretty well. You answered the question pretty well. I mean, I think that
It was a little
you shouldn't be
self-centered.
embarrassed. You shouldn't be embarrassed.
A little self-centered.
Okay.
Next question.
Hi, I'm Karen from Connecticut. I'm listening right now to Ear Biscuits where Rhett is explaining his eye procedure. I'm going to reenact basically now what I've been saying to myself in the car as I'm listening to this Ear Biscuit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God! What? No! No! What? You gotta be kidding me! What? Oh my God! Okay. Anyway, love you guys. Take care.
This was from
Bye.
just listening to me talk about it?
Of course, dude.
it was gross.
You rocked the Ear Biscuiteer listenership.
But then I
dude.
showed it
And
on the
then showing
video.
it, I mean, yes, listening and then showing it. People are like, you ruined my day. You know, I mean, you plan, and then for those who saw it, you've ruined. You might have ruined a lot, because there's an image planted in there of gunk squirting out of your eye.
I did to give a warning, you know.
I put a warning in the
There was
video,
plenty of opportunities
I'm like,
to look
skip
away.
to here if you would like.
Well, apparently a lot of people who needed to didn't, because their days or lives
Oh,
have been ruined.
if you watched it, if after that you chose to watch it and then it ruined your day, well, that's on you.
Put a warning.
That's on you.
Meanwhile, you're doing better.
I am.
Update, have you gone back again? You just,
No, I'll go back 2 weeks from now.
Have you-
I
have you
sent,
been
I sent the
tempted to do it
episode
yourself?
to, no. I sent the episode to my doctor,
oh, you did?
and he replied, well, we'll check it out. He's so busy. He's so busy.
How can you watch videos when you squeeze an eyeball?
Yeah, and the message back was at like midnight.
Oh,
I mean, he's just working hard.
you up?
Yeah, so
No apologies from you.
no, definitely. In fact, you're welcome to the people who were like, you know, thanks for telling me about this. I did see somebody say that I was getting ripped off, you know, which I don't know how I'm getting ripped off considering that I'm seeing results. Maybe all of it's not necessary is what you're saying, but I don't know. I'm doing it all, man. I'm doing it all. Give me all the treatments you got.
You can afford to be a little ripped off.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if it's working, it's working.
Right.
You know, you have that luxury.
I don't know which individual thing is working best, but I know I'm doing a lot better. I'm happy.
Rhett, you look like $1 million.
I literally was in
in the eye region.
looking